Welcome to another round of Charleston Battery Weekly here with SDH Networks and OSG Sports. It's match week, Sunday, 8 o'clock, Patriots Point. It is Birmingham Legion, 3-0 winners over Memphis and 901 FC, traveling all the way to Patriots Point by bus and getting ready to play Charleston at home. So it's going to be a long bus ride, hopping off a bus, getting ready to play after getting full points midweek. So we'll catch up with Poppy Miller here in just a little bit when it comes to how the team was on the pitch getting ready for this matchup against Birmingham Legion, a tough side who really didn't have to play Nico Brett until late. So well done there for Birmingham and Tom Sohn trying to save their players for this big match on the weekend. Also in the player spotlight, we go up top and catch up with Stavros Zarokostas and catch up with the new guy from Rhode Island, see what it's like for him in the new environment as well. So it's Poppy, it's Stavros, it's you, and it's me. Battery Weekly just around the corner. P-Block just after this break.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yep, he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service Ad Council and your state forester.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus. And Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Jason Wright can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Give Jason a call at 678-568-6871 or reach him on Facebook at Jason Wright Agency. Coverages vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Georgia. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Georgia High School Association and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, contact my friend Steve Apolinski of Apolinski & Associates. He's been representing individuals for over 30 years throughout Georgia and Alabama. Email him at steve@aa-legal.com or call him 24/7 at 404-377-9191. The initial consultation is free.
Welcome back, Charleston Battery Weekly. It's the A block, which means
it's the P block.
Poppy Miller, play-by-play voice of the Charleston Battery, hanging out with us. And now that some teams have played in USL Championship, a lot more are going to be playing this weekend. It's a Sunday kick at Patriots Point. What has prep week been like getting ready for Birmingham?
Prep week has tried to mimic a real match week, I think, for us, and especially having Birmingham played Memphis on Wednesday night, we kicked off in a squad scrimmage at the same time as well. So I think, although you can't really ever mimic how a proper match will be in the pace of it and the fitness of it, I think the team has really tried to use this week to gear up and to make sure that everybody is rested and recovered, that's been pushing themselves earlier on this week. So it's been a brilliant week. The team has had a chance to be out on the game field as well, which looks fantastic. It's been all change here in the last couple of weeks with, field boards going up, different areas getting touched up. So the only thing, unfortunately, that we'll be missing on Sunday is the fans. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be a fantastic night, just being in the new stadium, having the bridge in the background. We've got some drone footage earlier this week at sunset, and I think there really is very few stadiums that have such a picturesque backdrop. So we're looking forward to getting underway, and most of all for the players. I think this date has been coming for such a long time now, and so for them getting to see the rest of the USL kick off last week and through this week, they're just itching to go. And I think that, of course, the first game just will be there and just trying to see how things go, because that's the biggest thing is, we've had so much time off now. It's about coming back and trying to find that stride again. So a lot of emotion, I think, going into this one, but hoping for a brilliant night.
What's it been like for you to keep an eye on social media for all of the fans and the supporters groups and things like that as they're getting ready, even though they can't be at Patriots Point? Obviously, the excitement level's got to be off the charts.
Absolutely, and I think for us it's about just making them feel as involved as possible from afar. I think the world in general has just got so used to taking everything online and, connecting through Zoom and doing what you can to make it as good of a virtual experience as possible. We played trivia with the supporters earlier this week, and a couple of the players wanted to hop on as well. So I think that just shows how they have really been involved in what the fans have wanted to do during this time. And then leading up to game day, I think just doing as much as we can. We'll do a Zoom tailgate and a walk and talk around the stadium and getting interviews with players and coaches. And I think more than ever, social media is just so important to be able to show the different aspects of everything and be able to really make the fans feel like they're part of this special moment in the new home.
And at the same time, you're going up against a Birmingham Legion side that played midweek, took care of business going up against Memphis 901, putting 3 on the board and making sure that Memphis 901 had a lot to think about. They took care of some defensive lapses that Memphis showed. Goals on the board, red card, and it was kind of academic, but in Birmingham, there's some firepower there, and I think that there is obviously, I'm sure that the film room for Coach Anhauser and the rest has been an interesting look going up and seeing what Birmingham can bring to the table.
Definitely, and I think, when you're a franchise team last season, when they're coming into the league, they're getting a full squad of new faces and really trying to see how everybody works together. And then this year it's about, providing the depth in the places that they want and really tweaking the squad and bringing that more team chemistry. And I think for the last game, I know even leading up to it, everybody's excited to see Nico Brett. He was such a standout at Pittsburgh Riverhounds, but when you see what they were able to do at Memphis and hit on the counter-attack and really just punish the back line, and Nico Brett not even getting into the match until later in the game, maybe playing, I think, 7 or 8 minutes in the end. So that just shows the depth that they do have. And I spoke to Tom earlier on today, and he was obviously thrilled with the way that the team performed, especially coming back and off so much uncertainty. He said, the players are all given their own heart rate monitors, they've been doing their own workouts, and I think it showed they've been taking it very seriously, and they were a team out there that just oozed confidence. But now they've got a quick turnaround, they've got travel to get down here to Charleston, so there's a lot of factors to go into this one. But, a fantastic start for them, getting off on the right foot.
And Charleston, if you're into these kinds of things, when you look at what we call over at Soccer Down here the juice box purveyors, if you had any extra juice boxes that you might want to pull from the fridge and sit there, if you could maybe multiply your juice boxes, Charleston is a -164 favorite. So substantive favorite, and I think that travel from Birmingham, hopping on a bus, going 2.5 hours to Atlanta alone, and then you've got stops, and then going to Charleston. I think that travel could be something that could be taken advantage of early if you're the Battery going up against the Legion, where if you jump on them, those legs may not be there off the top.
You're absolutely right. And, and on the top of that, I think the 5 subs will really change the way that things go this season tactically, because now coaches have more opportunity and more option as well to make these changes and to bring on fresh legs. And it's never easy travelling, no matter how far you go, if you're having to get on a bus, especially after playing so recently. But on the other side of that, they're coming in with fantastic momentum off a great win. I think it'd be a completely different story if that first match hadn't gone the way they wanted to, especially having not got a first match under their belt back in March when the rest of the league kicked off. So you look at the momentum that they're bringing in and then, match that up with the Battery and the nerve that they'll want to get out in the early going. But you're absolutely right. I think that is a real opportunity for the Battery to capitalise on its fitness and really using their fresh legs and the 5 substitutes on both sides as well. So I think it'll be a really interesting matchup given where both teams are coming into it from.
Player spotlight this week is Stavros Zarokostas, and obviously, you have to ask the guy from Rhode Island how he ends up in Charleston. It's a pretty good story, and he's got some good roommates, and he's also getting into the food. He's learning about Jamaican cuisine, and I thought it was interesting to catch up with him about that kind of stuff.
it is interesting. I think the players are always talking about food, and I think that's so nice because on the team there's so many different cultures that they all love cooking. You know, you look at AJ Patterson going out and fishing and catching something that they all eat for dinner, and they all love to share what their native brings. So I love listening to my cooking stories or what they're making in the kitchen, but I know Stavros is probably enjoying living with Angelo and Romario. So it's interesting to hear what they are able to describe each other with. I know even with AJ and Kyle, AJ will make the dinner and make Kyle do something else. So it's funny listening to them all.
And that's what the interview that's coming up in the next block in Player Spotlight. Broadcast plans, and this is Sunday, remember. This is a Sunday match to give Birmingham that extra day of rest, having played midweek. Broadcast plans on ESPN+.
Yes, ESPN+, you can join Christian Mitchner and I for the match, 8 o'clock kickoff, and follow along on all social media as well for live updates.
And so for the media that is social, how do they keep in touch with you and the Battery?
So the Battery is on Twitter at Chaz_Battery and on Instagram at Charleston Battery. I'm on Twitter at _Poppy Miller and on Instagram at PoppyMiller3.
And we'll be keeping an eye on everything. Have a good call this weekend, and welcome back to having games that count for points.
Thanks so much, John. Looking forward to it.
Player Spotlight around the corner, Stavros Zarokostas, and we catch up with him after this commercial break. You're listening to Charleston Battery Weekly. SDH Networks, OSG Sports will be right back in 2 and 2.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yep, he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus. And Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Jason Wright can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Give Jason a call at 678-568-6871 or reach him on Facebook at Jason Wright Agency. Coverages vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Georgia. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Georgia High School Association and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, contact my friend Steve Apolinsky of Apolinsky and Associates. He's been representing individuals for over 30 years throughout Georgia and Alabama. Email him at steve@aa-legal.com or call him 24/7 at 404-377-9191. The initial consultation is free.
Welcome back, Charleston Battery Weekly. Time for the Player Spotlight. Time to catch up with one of the guys up top, Stavros Zarokostas, one of the new faces for the Battery here in 2020. Stavros, thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, no problem. Happy to be here.
All right, so first question, how does a guy from Coventry, Rhode Island end up in Charleston, South Carolina?
So, from Coventry. I did 4 years at the University of Rhode Island, so it was about a 30-minute drive, not too far. 4 years there, and then I got drafted by the New York Red Bulls. I was there for a bit. Didn't end up signing, but my agent knew coach down here, and I came up here for a few days, talked with the coach, really fell in love with the place, with the players, with the team, the style of play over here, and I knew this was a good place for me, and it was a quick transition, but it's been a good one.
Point per game average when you were up at URI, if you could describe your game and how it fits into what Coach Anhauser is looking for, how would you describe what you do?
Right. So I consider myself a very direct player. I like to go at people at pace, I like to make a decision, whip a ball in or cut in and go in myself. And yeah, this is a very fast-paced team in the attacking third. I feel like we could be dangerous at any point, counterattacks especially. And all the attackers on this team have pace, speed, strength, and I think I can add to that, contribute to that, and fit the style of play.
What's it been like getting acquainted with guys? Because I imagine, it's like the new kid at school kind of thing where, you're trying to figure out who you can sit with at lunch and, who you can go out and hang out with at recess. What's it like being the new guy down there?
Yeah, so it was a little strange because I wasn't really here for preseason because I was with Red Bull, so I definitely came at a little awkward spot. But, the guys have been super welcoming. Everyone jokes around a lot. My roommates, Angelo and Roma, have been great. They're the jokers of the team, so it was easy to get to know the guys when I'm close with them. So it hasn't really been it hasn't been that difficult for me. I don't feel like the new kid. I feel like I've been here a while, even though I haven't.
All right. So with the roommates that you have, I imagine that you've got to coordinate things there in the place when it comes to making sure that no one takes all the hot water for the showers, that everybody's food is the right way, that no one is taking anybody else's leftovers that you wanted for breakfast the next morning. What's it like with those guys as roommates, and what's it like balancing all that stuff out?
Yeah, they're really chill. So we share a lot. Sometimes they both come from Latino cultures. I'm Greek, so we've definitely been sharing some stuff with each other. They've been sharing their cuisine. I've been making some gyros and all that stuff.
Oh, there you go.
The food department is good. It's fun. We share a lot, and yeah, it hasn't really been a problem. We just always joke around. Everyone's easygoing, so it hasn't been much of an issue.
So all right. So who steals all the hot water? I mean, this is important stuff here.
The hot water.
For the showers. I mean, who takes the longest showers and makes it at the disadvantage for the rest of you?
I think I'm the culprit there. I like to take my time. Sometimes take a nice hot shower, hot bath, even sit in there. They haven't said anything though. I don't know if it's because I'm new and they're taking it light on me, but they don't seem to mind. Okay.
So you mentioned you're the one that's introduced Euros to them. What have they introduced to you that you dig?
It's the type of meat. I forget the name of it. I can't remember the name, but they make their own style tacos. It's very good. And yeah, just that meat. It's a type of chicken. I forget the name, or it's like a special style. Some Spanish word. I can't remember. It's really mad at me for not remembering it, but it's good, And they showed me some local spots around here too. Shout out Tiki Tacos.
Okay, because I was going to ask, you're in a new town and trying to get adjusted to everything. Are you getting comfortable with navigating? You're not getting lost on streets and traffic and things like that? You're getting all your traffic patterns down?
Yeah, it's not that bad. At first, I thought I didn't really know much about Charleston before I came here. I thought it was going to be a really, really busy city. And of course, when you get really into Charleston, it does get kind of busy, but where we're at, it's pretty calm, pretty easy. It reminds me of back home, so it's all right. I love looking around restaurants because that's what my family does back home. So I'm very critical. So I enjoy trying new spots out. I only need to go because we can't really sit down, but it's still nice to try the food and all that stuff.
I know that you've been getting ready for Birmingham. Birmingham played midweek. There's a chance to kind of hop on them because they're playing midweek. It's a bus ride. There's a lot of things that they're having to do travel-wise. What's study hall been like getting ready for Birmingham?
Yeah, Coach obviously has looked into them, a lot. He's told us what we need to look out for, what we can capitalize on. I watched the game. The guys watched the game. So we're definitely well studied. I think a key would be, obviously we're home. So, this is a great opportunity for us to dictate the game and play our style of soccer. And I really do think if we do what we do and play how we play, we'll get a great result. we're going to this game with a lot of confidence.
At the same time, the fans have been integral to the fabric of Charleston with the regiment and the groups like that. Have you had the chance to, through social media or what have you, get a gauge for what the fan base has been, what the fan base is like there in Charleston for you?
Yeah, it's definitely. I noticed it's definitely a tight-knit community, and I really like that. Obviously, there hasn't been too much physical interaction, obviously because of what has been going on. But just on social media, whether it's having a catered meal from a local restaurant or someone buying dinner for the team, those little things, I really notice them. I really appreciate them, and I can tell there's something special going on in this city. I'm excited to be here.
Sunday night, 8 o'clock kick, shortly after 8 o'clock on ESPN Plus and all of the social platforms. Stavros Zarokostas, welcome to Charleston. Welcome to being a part of the Battery. We'll be keeping an eye on things as the season goes, and keep us posted on the roommates and the food, because that's vital information that we need here on the show. Thanks for being a part of Battery Weekly. We'll be keeping an eye on the match this weekend. We'll be catching up with you soon.
All right, thank you for having me. When
we come back, we'll put a bow on a show. You're listening to Charleston Battery Weekly, OSG Sports, SDH Network. We'll be right back after this.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yep, he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service Ad Council and your state forester.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus. And Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Jason Wright can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Give Jason a call at 678-568-6871 or reach him on Facebook at Jason Wright Agency. Coverages vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Georgia. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Georgia High School Association and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, contact my friend Steve Apolinsky of Apolinsky and Associates. He's been representing individuals for over 30 years throughout Georgia and Alabama. Email him at steve@aa-legal.com or call him 24/7 at 404-377-9191. The initial consultation is free.
Time to put a bow on yet another show for Charleston Battery Weekly. Thanks as always to you for hanging out with us every single week at this time to get up to date on the match. Once again, reminder, Sunday night at 8, and Charleston is favored in this one to take on Birmingham, who had to go on a bus all the way from Birmingham to Charleston to play this match on Sunday. Thanks to Stavros, thanks to Poppy, thanks to you for being a part of it as well. Don't forget, go to charlestonbattery.com. You can get your 2020 merch. You can also get all the news, up-to-date schedule, all the info you need at charlestonbattery.com, uslchampionship.com as well. So enjoy the match, everybody. Enjoy the return of the USL Championship to Charleston and the unveiling of Patriots Point. So for everybody who's a part of the show, play it safe, everybody. I'm just John. We'll see you next week.